Okay, so the indoor moss project, we're checking it out to see how things are coming along. And the friend who may or may not be incorporating it for an important event took a box of it home to try out to see what her significant other thought about it. The marsh moss is, you know, it's not your typical what you see on YouTube in Japan, just the gorgeous, brilliant green. It can go a little yellow, it can go a little wild. Sometimes it turns brown. And it's not necessarily designer moss. So let's see what we got here. Here's a box. I realized I needed to flip it over because this is the clear part. This is what can get the light. You see how the moisture is building up? So I've got some little grass growing. It's nice and moist, but as you can see, it's gotten too warm. So I learned my lesson about open air, thanks to my moss friend. We don't leave it out in the open air all day, but I do move it around to get some light on it. See how it's looking under. Well, it's moist, it's holding together nice. I mean, it's reasonably happy, right? I've been misting it every day or two. Now these guys that are closer to where the heat comes out, usually they're down the hall, they're looking a little yellowy, little browny. I don't know. That one's dry. Needs a little drink. The neighbor's dog is not happy. There must be a siren going on. So yeah, I'm not super happy with the colors. These ones are on rocks. These are my little free terrariums I made out of tomato containers. Mr. Snowman. It's getting a little dry in there. Just let the light come through there during the day. You can see there's condensation in the bottom. That's why people put those dividers in there to keep the moisture separate. I'm starting to see that all the moss people on YouTube really do know what they're talking about. But I have to learn the hard way, apparently. So this is all I had laying around. This was like a Christmas ornament box. Look how dry that one is. Super dry. It's like a green lasagna. So it's gonna need some water. But that'll just give it a little something for now. It's not like the roots need constant moisture. Look how dry that one's getting. The champagne cup. All right. So this is another one here. Yeah, it's kind of drying out. They're thickening though, they're holding together nice. They're reasonably green, right? I mean, there may or may not be dead bugs in there by now. Let's try not to think about that. This one was a little mini experiment for a mini bath mat, but it just keeps getting really dried out in my extra bathroom. Hope that's not mold. So I don't know if the marsh moss can really be sustainable as an indoor bath mat. That might not be reasonable. Okay. This room gets a good amount of light. So they get a little drink, see? Good amount of light. Good amount of drink, but look, we've got a bit of a brownish reddish tint. Still pretty moist in here. There's hope. I was thinking about, because the temperatures are going to come up tomorrow, I think, I was thinking about putting all of these outside and letting it have some actual fresh cold air, but it's been frigid, and I don't want to kill it. That's why I brought it in. This is pretty. Let's see if we can get some good light. I mean, look at that lasagna. It's gorge. Okay. When you're from California and you've been in Missouri for 20 years, but you never lost your little Valley girl accent that you grew up with, you just run with it, even if you're 58 years old. Okay, so I really like this one. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I just think it's special. Cover it back up. It's retaining moisture nice. Get a little sunlight. My granddaughter never did make this bed after she stayed over last time. That's okay. We've got moss on it, honey. And then we've got, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Another little free terrarium trial. But look, we're right by a vent. So obviously, that is not working out well. I just wanted to catch some of that sunlight, but it needs to move away from the vent. So, yeah, I think tomorrow, if there's sunshine out, I think tomorrow I will put these out on the back deck, let them get a little sunshine, let them get a little fresh air, and see if it perks them up. Okay.